come alone. Joe said if you vote for him, he'll abdicate his throne as the father of the crime bill, soul of Jim Crow. Proud to live and vote as a Strom Thurmond clone. If he tried to kiss your daughter with a camera rolling, he'll try more than kissing her alone. Cozy up with Jill for a photo like a portrait of the Kissingers at home. You know I hate to kill the messenger, but if he's gotta go, we can FaceTime and I'll slit his throat while he stares into the phone. Like if you don't know, kitten, now you know. This is where austerity has gotten us. This is all that palpable excitement for a 20-year wait on forgiveness for your student loans. But a distraction's a distraction and it's time to see some action, so here's one last song for Joe. Before I try to keep his name out of the lyrics in my phone, try to shift the focus to our senators and everyone in Congress who is all too happy to be hidden while we're wasted to the bone. It is not food insecure, it's starvation, and it lurks in almost half the country's homes. So if you plan to lay down, hold your nose and vote for Joe, have the guts to admit that you chose to submit and that you decided lending your support to a pedophile must be a step towards hope. That a vote for a man that spent his whole life implementing laws that dehumanized people of color is a vote against fascism. When you know damn well he's just a kinder, dumber face on the same white nationalism. So baby, throw away your scruples with the memories of your activism. Watch your weak resistance usher in a fucking cataclysm. Elect a bigot war pig and say you're gonna push him into pacifism. That's some bootlicker Stockholm hostage liberal masochism. Bootlicker Stockholm hostage liberal masochism. Baby, that's some fucking bootlicker Stockholm hostage liberal masochism. God, that's some fucking bootlicker Stockholm hostage liberal masochism. That's some fucking...
It costs that much cause it takes me fucking hours. Fucking hours. It costs that much cause I don't have superpowers. Superpowers. So you need to pay for my skills cause exposure doesn't pay the bills. It costs that much cause it takes me fucking hours. You need to pay for my skills cause exposure doesn't pay the bills. It costs that much cause it takes me fucking hours.
Well, if there's a good thing.
All right, a little something different there. You're like, wait, where's Jimmy? Where's the old guy? Where's what the hell happened? Good morning. Welcome. This is the Extra Bullet Secret Show, but it's also we're doing a little crossbreeding here tonight. Kind of cross-pollinating, I should say. We're on our regular Extra Bulla YouTube channel. We're also on the Rockfin too. You know, if you're watching on the Rockfin, good to see y'all. And we are also on our brand new channel, Mundus Ultra, which is Latin for the world beyond. So brand new channel that is starting. Should be starting shows next week sometime. Check your local listings for times in your area. It should be a fun time. I'm looking forward to it. And if you can, please subscribe to my new channel. It's youtube.com/the @MUNDUS ULTRA. So if you're watching this on Extra Bulla, you should see that in the chat. It's the pinned comment. And if you're watching this on Mundus Ultra, well, just go ahead and subscribe. It's free. The only thing it costs is just a little bit of time and maybe just a bit of carpal tunnel syndrome. Wow, Gamer, you're 6 years away from being 40. Oh, that's beautiful. I have shirts that are about 6 years away from being 40 too. I think they're going to probably walk out of here if I open the door for them. Or hell, they may even open the door themselves. So, shorty show tonight. We're not going to do like a full-blown secret show tonight. We're going to save our flavor for when Miss Jimmy gets here tomorrow night at our usual time. Just shout out everybody who's here so far. We got Gamer for Life. Good to see you, brother. Big Yeti. We've got Canada in the house. We got Shake and Bacon over on Mundus, and we got Yeti on Extra Bulla. So we have our Canadian contingent. Good to see y'all from the Great White North. And Psychophone, you can be quiet. Yes, thank you. Who else we got here? We got Miguel here. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you, Kate. Kate is I think she's taking a shower now. She said she was going to take a shower. So, I know, TMI? Probably not. Who else we got in the mix? Like I said, Miss Jimmy is here. Good to see you, doll. Who else we got here? I'm checking all of these. Oh, we got ribbed. Oh, sorry. So, got ribbed peer ag, but that's just a commercial. Sad face. That's all right. I'm sure there's a real human behind that somewhere. Let's see who else do we have here. I think that's everybody on there. And we got Screw Google over here on Mundus. Good to see you. I know we have where is she? Where is she? Where is she? Lioness Den, I believe is your name. Anyway, we have a few spillovers. Ed Heller over from Chicago Corner is with us in the mix too. So yeah, welcome one and all. If you didn't see Chicago Corner earlier this evening, please check out the replay. Good stuff with Ed and Jerry, as always, holding down the Friday nights. Yona is on right now. Yona, hi Yona and the lower cast. So like I said, we're not going to cut too much into his time. Hopefully, probably stay on till about midnight and then call it an evening. But, first off, like I said, if you, haven't subscribed, to the channel, please do so, or this evil chicken from hell will come to your house with a hammer and pull a Paul Pelosi on you. So, is that too soon? Who the fuck said that? I don't know who said that. It wasn't me. Anyway, so tonight, this is what we got going on. A brand new channel. I've been thinking about doing this for a while. This was actually, you know, something I've been thinking about for a long time, even before doing live streaming in general, or even before there was live streaming. Was trying to find a way to do like cool videos about like paranormal stuff, about UFOs, about ghosts and stuff like that. I'm all up in that stuff. I love that kind of stuff because, you know, we haven't even explored all of the oceans yet. So we don't even know what's under the oceans. We don't know what's out in space. There's just so many mysteries to choose from. And so we're going to try to tackle a lot of those subjects because to me, they're just fascinating. And I love watching YouTube videos going down those rabbit holes. It's just so much fun. We got Anna Mares on the Rockfin. Either I'm just getting old or I hate the world more every day. You and me both, sister. Right. When life, like I say, when life gives you lemons, you tell life, hey, I could have used some cash instead. Anyway, so what I would like, I mean, we have the full 9 yards. So if you have any ideas for shows that that you want me to, or topics that you want me to cover on future shows, I'm going to put this in both on all of the chats. Let me see if I can do this right. So please, old school, you can either DM me on Twitter if we're pals on Twitter. Hey, game.film, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. You can DM them to me on Twitter. Usually my DMs are open because all kinds of weirdos contact me there anyway. So, but let me put this in the chat. No spaces. Okay, so, let's see here. So the email, if you could email them to me too, at mundusultra@gmail.com. I think that should work. Put you there, and then we'll put you there. I'm all over the place. There we go. Yeah, so, you know, I'm going to try and stay away from, like, the most popular ones, the ones that have been done to death. I mean, we might touch on stuff like Bigfoot, you know, if there's like a particular Bigfoot story that hasn't been covered, you know, that's not very familiar to people. So, you know, we're gonna try and work that out. You know, but like, I mean, you know, because there's so many, there are a lot of Bigfoot stories. There are like a ton of Bigfoot stories, ton of UFO stories. So there's a lot to choose from. So basically, as you saw in the, if you didn't see the open, those were kind of some of the topics that we're going to cover. You know, like how well, this is a good example, gamer, thank you. He said I had some, how the pyramids align with the stars as well as the sky. Fascinating stuff, like the three giant pyramids at Giza in Egypt align with Orion's belt, but they do not align with it in this current time. But they did align with it, I believe it was 13,000 years ago. So 13 and a half thousand years ago, there were, the Orion's belt was right, you could look up and boom, it was right over the pyramids. Crazy, crazy stuff. And, you know, yes, all the pyramids on Earth all align. I also just found out bricks can be used to store energy, right? And a lot of the theories about that too is that pyramids are on ley lines, like these metaphysical energy lines that go through, that go around the planet. You see a lot of, if you look at historical data from the past about like certain holy sites are in specific places and are thought to be on these ley lines. And you know, it's just fascinating stuff. You know, I am a huge fan of ancient civilizations too, like and I'm not really talking about like the Mayans or the you know, the Aztecs, that kind of, I mean, they're fascinating in and of themselves, but I'm talking about like, were there actual advanced technological civilizations like millions of years ago and then just got wiped off the face of the planet, you know, due to plate tectonics, that sort of thing? Because that's the thing, it's like, well, people say, well, we would have found evidence of these you know, these highly technologically advanced you know, people. It's like, well, maybe, but you got to remember, like millions and millions of years ago, the world didn't look like this, right? Because the continents move, right? You know, you had Pangea, what is it? Gondwana, I think was one of them. There's like several iterations of like these supercontinents back in the day when they were all just kind of clumped together. And it wasn't until, you know, this is, you know, where we're at now, I think is probably, it may be like the furthest apart these land masses have ever been. But at the same time, when you have you know, what is it? Not convection. It's when one plate goes under another like that, and it basically just gets eaten. You know, and so anything that's on that land is gonna is it subversion, I think is what it's called. Sorry, I've got like 4 or 5 different chat boxes open, so I'm just kind of like, wow. Normally when Jimmy's on here or I got a guest, this monitor up here is used for the StreamYard so I can bring them into OBS. And so tonight it's just me, because we're just you know, we're just doing a little sneak peek, kind of an intro into you know, the channel and what we're going to be talking about and stories like that. So so please feel free to email me Any kind of topics that you want me to cover, I'll be more than happy to investigate those. The more interesting, obviously, the better. Exactly, Kate. Things are gonna slide in all directions by Leonard Cohen. And that's the thing. So it's like, people say about advanced civilizations, like, well, how come we don't see like soda bottles and plastics and stuff like that? We don't know what advanced technologies, if they existed back then, used. Maybe there wasn't plastic. Maybe there was some sort of other element that it was man-made or human-made, and it got lost to it got lost to history. So it's fascinating stuff. Screw Google over on Mundus says, I love the Mayan symbolism and symbols. And, you talk about that too. See, tonight we're just going to be talking about, we're just going all over the place. Normally the show is going to focus on one subject, right? But tonight we're just kind of like spitballing, just having a good time. Everybody talking about what they want to, what they want to talk about. Maybe the advanced tech people were better at recycling. It could be. That could be too. Maybe they had like Star Trek replicator technology where nothing goes. If you have waste, the waste is used as matter and energy to create something else in the replicators. So, oh, you got some ideas, huh? Good. Please. We're pals on Twitter. So if you want to DM to me, any ideas you got, it might be a little bit easier. If not, you can just hit me up. Like I said, it is mundusultra@gmail.com to do that. So because I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not an expert on any of these subjects. Okay, I'm not an archaeologist, I'm not a physicist, I'm not any of these things. I'm just a super fan of the weird and the interesting and the stuff you talk about around Dungeons and Dragons, gaming tables, that kind of stuff. So really nerdy goodness. But yeah, I've always been fascinated with that kind of stuff ever since I was a little kid, growing up. One of my first sci-fi experiences was probably watching Star Trek reruns when I was a little kid. And I remember this plain as day. I remember that on our CBS affiliate in New Orleans, which was about an hour and a half away from where I lived, it was really hard to pick up reception on CBS. This was pre-cable, right? So you had to use the old giant, antenna outside. And I would watch Star Trek and just like, wow, all these worlds that they go to and all these creatures that they meet or see. And it's just, that really just piqued my interest in just like science fiction, but also the science what if. Yes, Miguel, Pangea is a dope theory too. That there may have been people on these supercontinents. So, but then you get into Star Wars, so Star Wars was also another, intro into sci-fi space goodness. So my first love, I guess, was probably like space, just like wondering what is out there. Are we alone in the universe? Are we even alone in the solar system? We have Europa, that I think that's an ice planet around Saturn or Jupiter. It's one of those giants that may have an underwater ocean. It's kind of an ice ball, but underneath there's like a warm ocean. And I think that's one of those moons that has like ice volcanoes, which is kind of fascinating too. Screw Google says, I personally don't believe they were, quote, more advanced, but they were smart to live with nature and not against it. And add modern human civilization. as modern human civilization. Right. They could have, you know, you hear, you know, we're also going to be talking about Atlantis, right? How Atlantis may not have been a myth, how that it could have been an advanced society of people who I believe they I believe from what I was read about them, they used like giant crystal energy. Like they were using like giant crystals for energy. So basically that's Marianne Williamson was an Atlantean. So yeah. Sorry. Didn't mean to bring politics into this. So that's another thing too. We're gonna try and keep politics, that kind of stuff, out of it. You know, it's probably gonna come up. It may come up in you know, some stories, you know, but for the most part, we're gonna cry. You know, it's just, I want you to have fun. You know, I want you to expand your mind. I want you to enjoy this stuff with me, you know, talk about it in the chat, you know, whatever theories you may have about certain things. You know, I really, you know, if there's one thing I love more than talking about this kind of stuff, is definitely talking about it with other people who are into this kind of stuff too. So, you know, and Nola in the house. Really? Oh, okay. Yeah, screw. I know about the 504. New Orleans is one of my favorite places in the world. I've been down there more times than I can remember, literally, because half the times that I've been to New Orleans, I've literally come back not remembering what happened in New Orleans. So, it's one of those kind of places. But yeah, oh, Denver Attaway is here. Hello. Good to see you. Hope over there on the Rockfin holding it down. Who else? Let me see who else is over there. Anna says, I watched that Ancient Apocalypse show. Fascinating stuff. Funny how academia hates that guy. Yes. I'm interested in the natural healing info that kept people kicking before forming. You know, I'm going to tell you, I think we were humans. If humans did live back then, they were definitely more in tune with the earth, right? But that's the thing. What happened to them, right? Were they swept away in world floods? Did they have enough technology? Were they so technically advanced that they could actually leave Earth? Maybe they left. Maybe they said, you know what? Peace out, home slice. Y'all can have this rock. We're going somewhere else. You know, maybe they found a better planet, right? Scientists say that there's these super Earths out there, which are basically just larger versions of Earth that are actually better than this planet. Right. And I'm not, you know, humans have basically ruined this planet. God forbid we'd go somewhere else. You know, and then ruin that too. I'm not a fan of ruining planets. We like to keep them intact as much as possible. So anyway, I failed to do this earlier, so I got to make sure that we check in on the chickens, you know, because the chickens are part of the secret show, but the chickens are also big fans of you know, Bigfoot and stuff like that. So looks like everybody is huddled together. I'm pretty sure it's cold wherever that is. Be sure to check out Chicken City on the YouTubes. That's where we're getting this from. Check out the chat. It's nothing but stoners. You'll hear probably basically, I'm going to probably get half the show from that chat, because they're always talking about aliens and stuff like that. Crazy stuff. Anyway, back to this knucklehead. So, I don't know, man. You know, I just dig, I don't know. I just dig just that weird, crazy stuff, you know? It's just, it's amazing. Hold on a second. I'm doing a few things here. Please stand by. Okay, here we go. All right, everybody's back. Good. I think everybody's back. There we go. Perfect. Mrs. Yeti. Mrs. Yeti is starting an herbalist course and believes the human body is, I'm going to say similar to plants, and we should make sure we take care of ourselves like we do plants that feed us. Exactly. Okay, I get what you're saying, Yeti. I'm not big on the spelling either. So, but like, I mean, right? Because I came this close to writing a sci-fi book many years ago that kind of a what if, like what if we had what if there were like not only just one advanced civilization before us, what if there were many? You know, the earth is 4.5 billion years old, right? And who's to say that, you know, any of us are actually indigenous to this planet, right? I mean, yeah, we were born here, so I guess that we're citizens of Earth, but, you know, were our ancient ancestors citizens of Earth? You know, were we actually just hominids, and then the aliens came down and genetically altered our DNA and turned us into Homo sapiens? You know, there is that whole missing link thing where there's this giant jump in evolution in such a very short time. You know, so that we're going to be talking about that too. There's the Sumerians and the Anunnaki, be talking about them. The sky gods that you'll hear about in many indigenous tribes, stories of the sky gods and the people who came, you know, from above, came, you know, below. You know, you always hear these tales of like these Nordic type people that show up in these, you know, silvery looking craft and stuff like that. It's a lot to take in, right? You know, because I'm a big conspiracy guy. I'm all about you know, like conspiracy theories and stuff like that too. We may actually poke our head a little bit into some of the conspiracy theories too, on the channel too. You know, maybe get into a little JFK, or maybe get into some, you know, 9/11 type stuff. We'll see where the trade winds take us, as they say. So, anyway, oh yes. See, Yeti, I'm gonna, you know what, and we're also gonna have guests on the show too. Not necessarily experts in the field of these things, because I'm gonna be honest with you, there's no way I'm gonna be getting the ancient aliens guy on here, that George Tsoukalos guy. Although I'm gonna try. I'm gonna attempt to get him on the show. It's gonna be a fool's errand, but you know, I think it'll be totally worth it. And if man, you know, all he's gotta do is say no, right? I just want him to say, I'm not saying it was aliens, but it was aliens. Shake and Bacon says, I want to do more psychedelics. I've only ever done it once. I feel like it would be an amazing experience to try again, but do it by myself in a safe environment. I will, in a safe environment, yes. I would say probably have a friend nearby just in case, you know. I mean, you know, safety in numbers, that kind of thing. I mean, that's something we're going to talk about too, is we'll be talking about you know, psychedelics. Terence McKenna and his studies of psychedelics, and there's dimethyltryptamine, also known as DMT, which is the most psychedelic drug on the planet. And guess what? It's in practically everything on the planet too. So if you're outside mowing your yard, guess what? There's DMT in the grass. So, and your pineal gland produces DMT. Some of the oh great, yeah, I'm gonna get Marcus Cage on here too. We're gonna talk about like Bible mysteries too, like the cool stuff, you know, not like the Leviticus don't eat shellfish or, you know, be gay bullshit. We're gonna talk about like Genesis and Revelation and like Ezekiel with the wheel and lost books of the Bible, like the book of Enoch. The book of Enoch is fascinating. Basically Enoch is given like a little blip in the Bible. Basically they said, well, and Enoch was so-and-so's pop and he got taken up into heaven. And that's all they say about it. You know, so, but there's a whole book of Enoch that was supposed to be in the original Bible, but was left out. So a lot of controversy about the Bible. If you've ever read the King James version, how bastardized that is because King James didn't like certain things, so he had them changed and stuff like that. So, even if you're not religious, I think from a curiosity standpoint, it may be something cool to check out. So there's a lot of topics out there. This is a strange planet. This is a strange universe that we live in. And this may not even be the only universe we live in. You know, we're going to talk, hopefully I can get my buddy, Robert Moore back on. We did he was on last year. He's my friend of the show, resident, science guy. And is also like one of my oldest friends too. Known him for almost 50 years and, great shooter, but he's a cool cat. You know, he's down. He's pretty, you know, he's pretty sure of the science, but he's also down with you know, just kind of like this fantastical stuff that may or may not be true. Hey, there he is. All right. I was waiting for Les Bones. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Hang on just a second. We're doing it live. So, yeah, so like I said, please, and let me just remind everybody again, if you can, you know, please like and share and subscribe to this channel, but also to the brand new Mundus Ultra channel. That's once again, that's MUNDUS Ultra, ULTRA, and you know, oh thanks, we got a few subscribers tonight. Y'all so sweet. I love all y'all. I just want to give you a big ass hug, but you know, there's that restraining order. Hang on a second. There we go. Thank you. Who else is in here? All right, I think we got everybody there. Okay, good. Okay. Meanwhile, back at the house. Okay. So, Anna in Denver having a good time on Rockfin. That's good. Good to know. Good to know. I wish I had drinks. I wish I could, you know, I wish I could like, you know, pour everybody a drink, you know, or at least, pass a nice, fatty to, you know, everybody here. So, you know, whatever your pleasure is, you know, we don't kink shame here. Well, maybe we do. I don't know. But yeah, we're going to be talking about like all kinds of stuff like that. And so we'll have live streams, you know, some I'm probably just going to do, probably the majority I'm going to do by myself, you know, just basically just doing some research beforehand and trying to bring you some information, try and bring up some relevant information, that kind of stuff. Plus, like I said, we'll have guests on. Like I said, not necessarily experts, but people who are kind of like-minded in this respect, that are interested in, you know, weird, beyond the pale type stuff. You know, it's just so fun to talk about, you know. And I hope to, if time permitting, I hope to also make some small short videos for you to enjoy. And you know, it just depends. It's pretty much just like this show, and it's just like Extra Bull Alive. We're gonna see where the winds take us, you know. And hopefully you come along with us. We really appreciate all of y'all that have supported the Secret Show, that have supported Extra Bull Alive, War Deer Entertainment, and now our new venture here. And for those of you coming in late, this is going to be this is a little promo for the show, but it's also going to be the intro, or the opening to the show, depending on what nomenclature you go by. So enjoy.
Well, if there's anything. Groovy.
Damn right it's groovy. It took me 3 days to make that thing. But it was fun doing it. It was really fun doing it. So I hope hopefully everyone will be along for the adventure. It should be a fun one, you know. I know there's plenty of people out there that do these kind of shows. So, you know, the market might be saturated, as they say. Oh, thanks, Ed. Appreciate it. You know, but oh, you left out Madame Blatsky. Who is Madame Blatsky, Kate? That's interesting. Yeah. If you want to let us know who that is, that would be cool. Or like I said, you just email me. And you know, if you want to tell me a little bit about who that is. Like I said, I want to find stories that haven't been really done that much, right? Like I said, Antarctica. Thanks, doll. That's another of our Canadian contingents here this evening. So I do attract the Canadians because I may or may not have maple syrup on me. That's kind of a callback to earlier on Chicago Quarter. Oh, Madame Blavatsky. I think I've heard that name. That name sounds familiar. That name sounds familiar. So, like I said, I'm not an expert on any of these subjects. I'm just kind of a fan. Some I'm a little more of a fan of than others. But like I said, this is the kind of show that's going to get me to go down these rabbit holes. And I love going down the rabbit holes. I've been down so many, and there's some of them are deep, deep, deep holes, deep in the holler, like so deep. You see like the Earth's core spinning. Anna, get you some sleep soon. Who is this? Who do we have here? Oh, Copeland Morris. Hello, on the Rockfin. Copeland says, hi, Uncle. I was reading about the Baghdad light, Dendera light, which refers to some relics of it found in the form of copper coil, ceramic jar, and an iron bar found together, which are traced back to the 200s and 300s AD, older Egyptian hieroglyphics. depicting the images of this contraption dating to 2000 BC. Yes, the Baghdad Battery. That is a good one too. The pyramids themselves are fascinating. That whole the whole theory that the pyramids are not, they were long thought to be burial tombs for pharaohs, and they've been in these giant, you know, the Great Pyramid and the other the other major pyramids in Giza, and they've never found anything. They never found any inscriptions inside, like anything to do with what would denote it being a burial tomb, right? So, you know, it is and there's aquifers that go under the pyramids too. So it was thought that the pyramids, you know, the OG pyramids, which had a limestone casing all around it, and was thought to have giant gold capstones at the tips. Like if you look at the pictures of the pyramids, you see that it looks like it's all cut off at the top, that they're said that there used to be gold capstones up there, and that those pyramids were actually power plants. So that's one of the things we're going to get into too. Plus, my boy Tesla, not Elon's shit, but the OG Tesla, Nikola Tesla. We're definitely going to do a deep dive on him, on some of his inventions that he did in the past, including how we could today have free energy. We could have had that 100 years ago. But because of J.P. Morgan and his greed, we do not, and you have to pay an exorbitant light bill. So thanks, JP. The P stands for piece of shit. So it's funny because it's true. Esoteric cultish. We could talk about cults too, and not just the political party ones. We won't talk about those, but we'll talk about like actual cults and how the Nazis were into the occultism and stuff like that too. Louis says, I had a friend who didn't like Nikola Tesla because he believed he was a crypto Nazi. Like cryptocurrency? I don't think that. Maybe he invented it. Do you think maybe Tesla invented cryptocurrency and said, nah, nobody wants this? And then he just, so anyway, long story short, you know, Nikola Tesla dies alone in the New Yorker hotel in the late 40s. Mid to late 40s was a crazy time for like stuff to be happening. And then it said all of his papers were gone, with like his schematics and everything, his research and stuff that he'd gone into. So pretty sure that those are in the hands of the military. So any kind of technology you see the military have, they already had that shit like 10 years ago. Now they're just busting it out. So anyway, so I guess we're just going to go ahead and end it here. Like I said, we're just a little shorty show tonight. Get you a little music at the top, get you a little teaser for what's to come. Once again, if you haven't subscribed to this show, I'd appreciate it if you could like, share, and subscribe. Tell all your weirdo friends. I know you have them. Everybody's got weirdo friends. If you're not the weirdo, chances are your friends think you are. So, because that's what I think. I'm not the weirdo, but all my friends say that I am. So that's how that works. And also, please subscribe to Mundus Ultra. We don't have any content on there yet, but like I said, probably starting next week, we're going to be doing that. We'll start doing regular shows, probably on Mundus Ultra only. So this is just like a little extra bulla secret show, Big Brother helping out the little channel. That's thanks, Ed, appreciate it, brother. Exactly. Subscribe to us there. Who owned the New Yorker when Tesla died in one of its rooms? That's something we'll have to look into, Denver. We'll do a deep dive on that. We'll find out who owned the New Yorker, who let them steal all of Tesla's stuff like that. Spoiler, I'm always the weirdo. It doesn't matter. Everybody else is sane. But I want to thank everybody that showed up this evening to hang out and to hear the announcement. I appreciate everybody on the Rockfin there, Denver, and Anna, and Copeland. Appreciate all y'all. Love everyone. And I can never tell you enough how much I appreciate your support. Now, I don't mean just like financial support. I don't mean just like showing up to the show. I mean just like, you know, because I talk to a lot of you folks outside of the show too, you know, and we're all pals, and it's just like a nice little hangout. So you know, it's fun, and it's a nice, even if we don't really do anything to make the world a better place by going through these stories, at least hopefully it'll help stretch your mind a little bit, open it up, and you know, and maybe help you see things in a different light. So that's the way I look at it too. Yeah, Kate, we could definitely do that. Like Denver said, find out who owned the New Yorker hotel at the time. And then, like I say, because Tesla's been done to death, but nobody really talks about what happened to him. You know, like why, you know, what happened to his stuff after he died, you know? So anyway, thanks everybody on Rockfin. I want to thank everybody that's watching on both the YouTube channels, and if you're on Twitch too, thank you so much for hanging out with us. It was great fun. This is just the start. I'm looking forward to new adventures with all of you. So as Ed said, I recommend starting every show with buckle up your Mundus, everybody. It's about to get ultra. I have to do that. In the meantime, it's cold here in New York. I'm pretty sure it's cold wherever you are. Stay warm. Make sure you take your vitamins. Have some soups, for God's sake, and don't go outside if you don't have to. So, peace out. Wash your ass. We will see you. Tomorrow night, midnight, the secret show. Miss Jimmy will be on with me. So your eye candy will be back, and the brains of this outfit too. She's the brains. She's the beauty and the brains of this show. I'm just the helper monkey who pushes the buttons. So, thank you everybody. Have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow night at midnight. Peace. Mundus Ultra! Mundus Ultra! Mundus Ultra!
Shut up, bitch!
Groovy.